Behold the atheist's nightmare. This is called the crocodile.
Provide proof and evidence that proves atheism is accurate and correct.
Were you there?
Somebody's got to stand up to experts.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. Never a miscommunication. You can't explain that.
Welcome to the first episode of Glitches, the show where I introduce you to people whose brains don't work quite right. Sometimes.
Come again?
Sometimes.
Come again?
Okay. Most of the time, these idiots' thinking process simply does not work quite right.
Come again?
Oh, enough already. Most of the time, these idiots' thinking process simply doesn't work right at all. Some kind of glitch must have happened somewhere in their brains, and they end up saying or doing the stupidest things imaginable. Today, I'll start off with a young man who chose the YouTube name Furor Freak. His thought process has brought him to the conclusion that he can walk on water, just like Jesus did.
For real?
Yes, for real. Let's listen to what Furor Freak has to say.
We are the body of Christ, so if we are the body of Christ, Jesus' body walks on water, so why can't we if we're the body of Christ? I know we can walk water.
Inconceivable.
All it takes is a little bit of faith. That's all you need to do.
Yep. All one needs is a little bit of faith in order to walk on water.
You can't make up shit like this.
Don't laugh at me if I fall in. Well, actually, I'm not going to fall in. See, you can't. When you do these sort of things, you can't have any doubt inside your head.
Obviously.
You guys are probably looking at me thinking, what is he doing? Right. I'm on the surface. Oh, mate, ready?
Talk about faith. He chose the shallowest part of the canal for his attempt.
Whoa, dude, I nearly fell in. Right. You know what? Look. This might take a while, but you know what? I need to prepare myself.
Try that again.
Mate, I'm right in there.
Obviously.
My feet are right in the water. You know, I'm gonna keep trying it. That's the thing. God's not unhappy when you fail at things. He's happy because you actually have the faith to actually go out there and try it.
A person is blessed by God whenever he or she tries something stupid? Oh well, I think that Furor Freak's glitch happened at birth, and he's not been right since. Today's second star is none other than the Banana Man himself.
Not this bozo.
Yes, this bozo. He has recently announced on his Facebook page that gravity does not exist in space.
Say what?
He said that gravity does not exist in space.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Ridiculous.
You're telling me?
Redonkulous.
Here's his comment in its full glory. The screen capture was taken 30 minutes after he posted this very typical bit of comfort genius. Ray wrote, "If the Bible isn't God-inspired, explain why the writer of the book of Job knew 3,000 years ago that the earth hangs upon nothing." Job 26:7. It wasn't until thousands of years later that science discovered that gravity doesn't exist in space and that this massive earth does indeed hang upon nothing.
Who would have thought?
Who? No one but Ray the bibliophile Comfort, that's who.
Everyone has the right to be stupid, but he's abusing the privilege.
Ever heard of Greg Koukl?
Who's that?
When you Google his name, you find out that he's a Christian apologist, radio talk show host extraordinaire, author, speaker, and the founder of the Christian apologetics organization called Stand to Reason.
Great Scott!
What makes him so special is that he doesn't seem to understand a simple principle. It's okay not to put up with the intolerant folks of the world.
You gotta be kidding!
Nope, I'm not. Just watch and listen to the bozo.
There was this bar that had this poster hanging in the window. And now I'm going to read what it says, and I think you'll get the point. But again, my apologies in advance. And if you have, really tender ears, it's not that bad, but you just might want to do one of these things until, peas and carrots, until, here's what it says. This was Jake's bar. Jake's is a hate-free queer bar. Okay, fair enough. You know, we welcome everyone. That's what it says. Unless you're homophobic, transphobic, racist, sexist, heterophobic, thief, dealer, drug dealer, violent, bigot, or an ASSHOLE. There's the naughty word. Now, underneath it says, if none of these apply to you, welcome, 3 exclamation points. Have a fabulous time. And then in smaller print it says, now the staff at Jake's cares about you. And if you feel someone here is compromising our safe, hate-free space, please don't hesitate to let one of us know, you know, and then we'll throw the, you know, the ASSHOLE out on the street, basically, is what they mean. Thanks, Jake's staff, okay? In other words, subtext here, we are so tolerant, we love everybody and accept everybody, and everybody's welcome who is just like us. The so-called tolerant ones seem to be the ones who are actually acting in a harsh, bigoted, judgmental, condescending, and oppressive way in every single case.
You would have thought.
Not me, that's for sure. Greg probably thinks it's okay to reject racist people, but as soon as you're talking about his favorite hobby, discriminating against gays, then it's another story. Then it's the other people in the world who discriminate, not him.
What a maroon.
Yep. And on this note, I will conclude this first episode of Glitches. In the next one, we'll discuss other idiots like Ken Ham, for example.
God must love stupid people. He made so many.
Wiser words were never uttered.
This has been a test of the glitching fundamentalist system. Federal, provincial, and local authorities have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of a fundamental breakdown. If this had been a full-on mental collapse, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or maybe the rapture, though probably not. This concludes this test of the glitching fundamentalist system.